Hey everyone, welcome back. Our next guest is a Bronx native, Walk of Famer, entrepreneur, award-winning music executive, and owner of Fever Records. He encompasses all areas of the music industry, including his own record label, artist management company, publishing company, concert promotions, and nightclubs known for influencing hip-hop legends such as Grandmaster Flash to creating and producing the freestyle movement. He is known as the godfather of hip-hop and the godfather of freestyle. And today he's here to talk about the celebration of hip hop coming to Lehman Center for Performing Arts, Hip Hop Fever, with performances by Slick Rick, Melly Mel, and Scorpio of Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, Sugar Hill Gang, Nice and Smooth, and many more. Here to share more is the man himself, owner of Fever Records, Mr. Sal Abbatiello.
Hey, what's up, girl?
It is so good to see you.
Long time no see, but we're back. We're back.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I miss having you in the studio, but I gotta tell you, Sal. I mean, you are like remarkable. I mean, it is amazing how everything you have put your hands on is like treasure. It is treasure. Unbelievable. I mean, did you ever imagine that it was going to become what it is?
When you're doing things, I had the first disco in the Bronx in like 1973 on Williamsbridge Road, and whoever thought that all these musics that I was one of the pioneers of bringing them in through nightclubs, not through records, but through nightclubs, and to see it grow and to be still relevant today. Actually, it's kind of like doing better than no music, because our age group is just reminiscing and they want to go back, and now they're a hard ticket, so they get to sit on a concert, and when they want to stand up and dance and they boogie, and then when they're tired they sit right back down and then they get back up again. But what's great about the shows that I do is all of the shows are just hit records. Nobody's allowed to do new music. It's old school, it's classics, and the audiences just have the time of their lives.
And so before we jump into the hip hop fever, let's just really quickly just share with everyone how the freestyle concert you did, number 14, right? It just passed in March, sold out. And let's just talk about how that was 2.5 years later.
Yep. So we were 1 week before COVID. 1 week when COVID went down, we were the next week. So we couldn't do the concert in 2020. We couldn't do it in 2021. And we couldn't do, and we did do it in 2022. So we lost 2 of them. So it would have been up to number 16, but we're still at number 14.
Got it. All right. So, but the beauty is that you still sold out and you honored these people's tickets that they've been sitting on for 2.5 years. That is so what's up. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And so now we're preparing for Hip Hop Fever. That's also going to be at Lehman Center. But before we talk about that, let's talk about how you've been able to sustain, even with your business, Evo Lounge in Parkchester. I mean, that must have been trivial for you too during COVID.
Well, that was a new experience because we never did takeout. And then you started Uber Eats and Uber and all these Lyft. So we live where our place is right near Parkchester. So they all started ordering crazy. We actually did okay because we didn't have hardly a big staff. We had a bartender, and the waitress and the cooks and the manager. And we were just hustling, running back and forth and delivering. And they were coming to pick up. And then all the other car services were coming and wait. You saw a whole line of cab drivers waiting to get their food to drop off at somebody's house. But we made it through. We got through. We still kept our staff, and we're back open again, and we're doing really good.
And so now you're back to having entertainment, because Evo Lounge is known for like having comedy shows, having all these nice gatherings. So are you back to that yet?
Oh yeah, we had 3 comedy shows already. We had entertainment. We're getting ready to have a freestyle show coming up. And my partner Manny's birthday party is coming up July 23rd. I think we're going to have a salsa group. Hopefully it's Frankie Negron, but we'll see who we're going to get.
Very, very nice. Very nice. So as we're leading into Hip Hop Fever, let's talk about the Universal Hip Hop Museum, because I know they have some of your memorabilia on display right now.
Yep. They really hooked me up. I mean, they recreated my my stage, the back wall where it said the home of the fever, and they recreated the entire sign. It's beautiful. And they recreated my photo booth. We had a photo booth that was famous for taking all the rappers' photos, all the customers. They recreated it exactly the same. They wallpapered the whole wall with the front of the fever, the photo of it, the the awning, and they had my manager, Sweet G, who made the record Games People Play, which was the first record on Fever Records, which went to #1. And luckily for me, I wrote the record. They had him on the wall, and it was just so touching to walk in. So what I did was I had a reunion of all my original staff from 1977 to 86 to come back and see it. And we had a private showing, and they walked in and they were just crying. They saw their pictures. They saw all the memorabilia, my gold records, the jackets, all the stuff we used to give away for the kids, all the little trinkets we gave away on the holidays, and the Fever jacket, the T-shirts. It was very touching. And then we sat there and we all ate dinner together.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so exciting. All right, so just to be clear, everyone, if you're not familiar with the song, Games People Play.
Sing it, girl. Sing it, girl. Sweet G, he's going to be there.
So listen, but just to be clear with our viewers, they can actually go visit this exhibition right now.
Yep.
Right. So tell us a little bit about where the Universal Hip Hop Museum is at in its development.
Well, they could go online and just type in, the Hip Hop Museum, and it'll come up the address, and it'll give you the hours. Right now, they just shut it down my years were 80 to 86, so they just took all the memorabilia. Now they're going to redo it and do 86 to 90, and they're going to keep doing it every 6 years until the real museum is finished being built. The building is up. If you're driving by on the West Side Highway, you can see it. It's a beautiful structure going up. It's going to be 50,000 square feet, the Hip Hop Museum, and above it, it's going to be all stores and condominiums.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's super exciting. It's going to be an exciting day in the Bronx when that museum fully opens. And so now we're going to talk about Hip Hop Fever. I already gave everybody a taste of who's going to be on the stage. I mean, when I saw Sugar Hill Gang, I was like, OMG. Rappers Delight was like the first hip hop song I ever learned.
Well, first of all, we're going to be honoring our ex-Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz, that night. So that's going to be very exciting. Also, he was very instrumental in getting that building and the Hip Hop Museum on track. If it wasn't for him getting all that funding and all of the endorsements and the people to chip in, Microsoft and everybody else. So he did a great job. He just retired. So that night, we're going to also have a tribute for him, give him an award like he gave all of us.
Nice. That's lovely.
Yeah. So April 30th on a Saturday night. I wish it was 40 days in a month. So April 30th, we're going to be there. And I always do it once a year. I bring all the old school guys back because very rarely anybody gets to do these shows in New York. So thank God, knock on wood, I'm still doing hip hop 45 years later. And thank God the artists are still around too. We've lost some of our legends. We just lost Biz and DMX and, unfortunately, Starsky and Mandingo from the Fever family and Star Child. But we always keep their memory alive. And that's why I keep doing these concerts so we could have the public come in and enjoy that time in their life when they were teenagers and they were out there just boogieing, making love, getting high, and enjoying life.
Of course, that's coming directly from Mr. Fever himself, Sal Abbatiello. And also, I do want to make note and make sure that our viewers are aware that you were inducted into the Bronx Walk of Fame over the COVID. So it wasn't a big extravaganza as it normally is, but you're up there on the Bronx Walk of Fame where people can walk along the Grand Concourse.
Actually, that was another exciting day. All my kids came, all my best friends. I had about 200 people there in the street. And luckily for me, my name happened to go right on the 161st Street in the Grand Concourse. So when you walk out of the courthouse, boom, you see Sal Abbatiello. And most of them will be my customers coming out of that courthouse.
I can't. No matter, you're still misbehaving. Misbehaving, Sal Abbatiello. You're hilarious. All right. So, any last words?
No, just everybody come by and enjoy this great traditional classic hip hop show. See all your original legends like Sweet G and Nice and Smooth and Slick Rick and all the other guys. You know, I even got T-Ski. I got Rob Bass is going to be there. Obviously, you said Sugar Hill. Melly Mel is going to be there, and Scorpio from the Furious Five. We got DJ Grand with the Theodore. We got Ralph McDaniels from VH1 is going to be there. DJ Hollywood's going to be setting it off from 7 to 8, and then the concert starts at 8. So please come by, support the old school guys, so we could do this every year and bring it back to the Bronx.
Wonderful. Well,
where it belongs.
Exactly. And thank you for keeping it alive. Con fiebre, that is, right? Sal Abbatiello, the Mr. Fever himself. Once again, Hip Hop Fever is happening at Lehman Center for the Performing Arts on Saturday, April 30th at 8 p.m. at Lehman Center for the Performing Arts. I said that already. 250 Bedford Park Boulevard, West in the Bronx. And if you're interested in tickets, go to lehmancenter.org. All right, stay tuned because Bobby C's weekly sports roundup is coming up next.